Man United's striker search narrows down to 2. Meanwhile, Liverpool aren't just splashing the cash on players, they're also buying a football club. And Newcastle suffer another transfer humiliation. This is DMAC Daily. A proven Premier League marksman or a Bundesliga gem whose ceiling could be astronomically high. Take your pick. It's no secret that the Red Devils are on the hunt for a new 9. Patience has run out for Timo Haaland, and in Zirkzee, it doesn't appear as though he's reliable enough, at least for now, to lead United's forward line. As a Chelsea fan, I'm absolutely devastated they didn't go all out for Nicholas Jackson. Could have been a generational meme transfer, but according to Laurie Whitwell via The Athletic, there are now 2 primary candidates in Aston Villa's Ollie Watkins or RB Leipzig's Benjamin Sesko. Focusing on the Englishman, Watkins could be a more cost-effective solution. He's 29 years old, and The Athletic are claiming that a deal could be potentially struck for around 40 to 45 mil. Now, I'm not exactly buying that narrative. Remember, Villa rejected a 60 mil bid back in January from Arsenal. I think you'd be looking at 50 mil minimum. That being said, Watkins is a pretty safe bet. He's hit double-digit goals in the Prem for 5 straight seasons, including 20-plus goal involvements in the last 3 campaigns. Signing him would also follow a similar strategy to that of Cunha and Mbeumo's signatures, proven Premier League forwards. They've misfired in recent years on potential players. However, Benjamin Sesko is a uniquely tempting opportunity. In terms of raw ingredients, there may not be a more gifted young 9 out there than the Slovenian. 6'5", rapid, technically outstanding, and possessing a cannon of a right foot. There's a reason every big club is monitoring his future. But there's 3 problems to consider for United. 1, he's not the finished article. 21 goals in 45 games is good, but not incredible, and there's no guarantee these numbers will translate to the Prem. 2, he's price tagged. Fabrizio Romano's latest reporting indicates around 70 to 90 mil. That's a lot of coinage for a prospect. And 3, Newcastle are also seriously interested as a result of Isak's potential departure. There's a lot to consider, but who are you backing? Staying in the Premier League, and confirmation, Anfield has struck oil, because not only have the Reds already dropped £265 million this summer with aspirations of breaking the bank further for Isak, but they're also in talks with La Liga club Getafe in regards to a potential takeover. It's no secret Liverpool's owners Fenway Sports Group have been interested in securing an additional club for some time now. There were initial links with 4 Brazilian clubs, but it since emerged that Europe is their priority. There were heavy talks previously with Bordeaux until the deal collapsed. Then FSG targeted Spanish second-tier side Malaga to no avail, and now Getafe appears the most likely club to become a member of Liverpool's ownership model. According to The Athletic, FSG has a good relationship with Getafe's current owner, and that a price tag has been set for around £100 million. Now, am I a fan of multi-club ownership? No, I think it's everything wrong with football. However, it comes as no surprise to see the Reds go down this path. So many Premier League teams are doing exactly this and objectively succeeding. It is what it is. One Premier League team that is definitely not succeeding right now, however, is Newcastle United. Their recent goalkeeping pursuit is another clear example of the club's lack of pulling power. You see, James Trafford was a long-term target and was anticipated to join this summer, having tabled a £27 million bid. But then Man City suddenly entered the race, with the 22-year-old proceeding to snub the Magpies. They really went from dreaming about a 4-4-2 consisting of Isak Ekitike with England's future number 1 in goal, to ending up with Aaron Ramsdale on loan, no Trafford, no Ekitike, and most likely no Isak too. Yikes. They're now 2 from 9 this summer in terms of landing targets. Granted, Ramsdale is an okay signing. I doubt he displaces Pope as first choice, but he's better than the other goalkeeping options they currently possess, and Ramsdale could become a good number 1 in the future. In isolation, it's not a bad piece of business, but optically speaking, it doesn't look great considering the expectation of Newcastle's transformative window, and now the reality approaching August. They've only signed 2 players and continue to be outflanked in the market. Meanwhile, their biggest rivals Sunderland are having no trouble getting deals across the line. They'd already dropped £100 million on 6 new signings, and now Granit Xhaka is set to move to the Stadium of Light for around 13 mil. Despite Ten Hag denying he'd be allowed to leave, despite more lucrative offers from Saudi Arabia and Turkey, the Black Cats got this deal over the line. A big selling point was no doubt Sunderland's own Swiss-German owner, who was desperate to sign the Swiss captain. Craziest of all, as a reward for joining, he's set to immediately be handed the captain's armband at Sunderland. A fascinating deal, but spare a thought for Leverkusen though. They are being depleted this summer. Anyways, that's all for today's DMAC Daily. See you tomorrow.